Well, I try. Sometimes I'll see like a super skinny person and I'll be like, hey, you look great. What do you eat? And it's always some depressing list of things. It's like, I eat lettuce and asparagus and sometimes I eat an onion. I'm like, oh, so there's no hope is what you're saying. Because I'm not doing any of that. I always hope they have like some secret that I've never heard of. Like they're going to be like, did you never eat a donut standing up? It's like half the calories. Thank you, you skinny angel.
Is there any particular movie that scares you?
Yeah, the film of my wedding. But if I'm depressed, I watch it backwards. You get it? She walks away.
Come on, you love your wife.
Yeah, I know. Then at our wedding, when she came walking down the aisle with that giant hair and all that makeup, I felt like yelling, "It's alive! It's alive!"
So how'd the service go?
Well, the worst part was when the minister asked if anyone objected and no one would listen to me.
Maybe they couldn't hear you.
Hey, you're right. You weren't there.
So what happened after the wedding?
She started eating cake, right, nonstop, for 45 years.
See, I have a theory, right? I have a theory. I think women, right, have no concept of their own noise. I don't, and I'll prove it, You know when you have to catch the plane, they always make us get it at 6 in the morning, so you have to get up at 2, you know? And your wife will wake you up in the middle of the night and she'll go, wake up, we gotta catch the plane, wake up. Then she'll go across the bedroom and she'll get the hairdryer and go, she'll wake the neighbours. Have you noticed? They only switch it off when they're freaking talking.
I had the pleasure of growing up in America before the lawyers took it over and ruined it on us. Yeah. In my day, if a kid fell off the monkey bars and chipped a bone in his arm, that was tragic, but it was funny to the rest of us. You know? Certainly wasn't reasons to take the monkey bars off the playgrounds. We all did dumb things. That's how you learn not to do dumb things. C.S. Lewis said suffering was God's megaphone. That's right. You do dumb things, it hurts, and then you learn not to do it. But we're the most painted verses. I'll give you an example. When I was 12, someone told me get a ball jar, canning jar. Find some dry ice, put it in the jar, put the lid on it. So I said, what's going to happen? They said, it's going to blow up. And I said, cool. Where do I get dry ice at? And they said, the ice cream man. So one day I heard the ice cream man coming down my street. I run out with one of my mother's canning jars, and I asked, you got any dry ice? He said, what you going to do with it? I said, I'm going to put it in this jar, I'm going to put the lid on it, and it's going to explode. Ice cream man says, oh, here's your dry ice. That's the America I grew up in.
I've got one sister, it's just the two of us. My sister is 6 years older than me. When she was a teenager, she used to talk very Geordie slang, and my mum didn't like it, so my mum would correct her. And me being the little shitty sister, I would help. So if my sister said, I'm going out, my mum would correct her and say, I'm going out. My sister would have to repeat, I'm going out, before she was allowed to go out. And I'd just be standing beside them both saying, I'm going out, like the arsehole that I was. This time my sister was really ill, she had a really bad finger. She went to hospital with my mum, they came back in from A&E. And I said to my sister, what's the matter with your finger then? And she said, oh, they said it's gangrene. And I genuinely said, going green? Like I probably thought a medical doctor had gone, that's gangrene, then it's gonna ganbrune, then it's gonna fall off.
If any of these apply to any of you, you could be on the way out. You know you're getting old when your family talk about you in front of you. And then you learn the difference between a house and a home. It's the truth. A home is where they'll put you when they get you out of the house. It's true, it's staring us in the face. My eldest daughter came to me recently and she wanted to borrow against the will. And then she tried to convince me it was a short-term loan. Old when you wake up in the morning and your toes outnumber your teeth. Then you know you're in trouble. You know you're getting old when yourself and your teeth don't sleep together anymore. When you wake up in the morning and that smile at your bedside is not the person with whom you went to bed. It's your teeth in a jam jar.
Technology is amazing. Sat-navs, the internet. We live in a world where cars heat our bums. I'm driving to Scunthorpe, my arse is in Ibiza. And yet, every time you open a paper, you read shrieking headlines like this. Robots to replace humans in all work within 120 years! Who cares? A, in 120 years, you'll be dead. And B, nobody in this country likes their job. We're British. What's the American dream? If I work hard, I can be anyone. British dream? Lying. If I hit snooze, I can get 15 minutes of naughty sleep. Every one of you has put in an Oscar-winning performance to get a day off work. I can't come in today. My grandfather has died. Yes, my third grandfather. You're very kind.
I used to hear this expression a lot growing up. People say, that kind of money. You ever hear that? That kind of money? You might hear it in conversation. They go, what? You hear about Bob? Yeah, I heard he got a new boat. Man, I wish I had that kind of money. Like it's a different kind. Nothing to do with the amount. You know what I mean? He's got the kind of money since his kids to college. I only got the kind to get mine out of jail. That kind of money. There is a lot of different kinds of money out there, like old money, new money, blood money, drug money. We didn't have any of that. What we had was good money, right? Good money. That's where your parents buy you something you don't like. They go, we paid good money for that.
You want to keep your man? Know that a man in love will give his woman anything and everything she want, need, and desire, as long as you don't ask him for shit. Don't ask him for nothing. You need a new refrigerator, don't ask him for it. Bring him a hot beer. And wait for a refrigerator to show up at your door. Don't say shit against your man mama. These men love they mama. Even if he ain't never met this bitch, he love his mama. Even though they only 13 years apart, he love his mom.
Bet he's gone in me kitchen, greedy little git. He's already gnawed through a box of Ritz. Now, don't get me wrong, they are very Moorish, but you ain't got to eat them all.
Did you put anything down for it?
Yeah, I put a little mattress down by the sky. What's the matter with you?
I mean, poison.
There's a bucket load of it in there, but he turns his nose up at it. He ain't got any room, see, because he's stuffed his mousy guts full of crackers. Oh, there he is!
No, it's all right, Nan, it's just the post.
What, he's using my address now? He'll be getting me to go and cash his mousy gyno next. What a fucking lunatic!
Walter, how's the love life? You think sexy? I'm married, you moron. I'm too old, too. You're not too old. How would you know? Well, I don't know, but I do know I had grandparents who, well into their 80s, were still having fun. Their 80s? Yeah, good God. What the hell kind of sex is that? Was it good for you? Oh, I can't remember. We just finished. Yeah, who are you? Walter, are you trying to tell me there's nothing sexually going on between you and your wife? It's very difficult. She gripes about everything. Like what? She said I don't make the right noises during sex. Oh, sorry to hear that. Want to hear what I do? No. All right, you talked me into it. Now, wait a minute. Now, be careful. These are going to be kind of pornographic. Get off.
Where would I get a feckin' date?
Off the internet.
Jesus, no, Catty. With my luck, I'd end up with a fucking virus.
I love the Australian language. I reckon the Australian language is a naturally smart-ass language. Like, you ask someone how they are in Australia, they don't tell you how they are. They tell you how they're not. And you've got to guess the rest. Okay, mate, how you going? Not bad. What have you been up to? Oh, not much. How much was that? Oh, it wasn't cheap. Where is this place? Oh, it's not far.
The morning after a blackout, though, is so strange because I always feel like this detective trying to solve the mystery of how I got home the night before. It's the case of the empty wallet and the for some reason bleeding knee. And luckily I can get right on the case because I'm still fully clothed from the night before. It was always weird when I'd go out with like some money and black out and wake up with no money. But it was a lot weirder when I'd go out with some money, black out, and wake up with more money. That meant that I had earned money. That meant that I had traded goods and or services. And blacked out, it's not anything wholesome. It's not like I was temping at a real estate office.
The women voted unanimously. Computers must be in the masculine gender. Why? As they gave their report, they said, first of all, in order to get their attention, you have to turn them on.
Aren't you going to say have a nice day?
No. Look, in the 45 minutes that I served you, you complained about the food, the coffee, the service, and said that in my case, a sprinkle a day wasn't quite doing the trick. I don't care if you have a pulse, much less a nice day.
Mummy,
Yes, love.
thanks for telling me I'm not adopted. I was really worried.
Worried about what, for God's sake? Cathy, look at yourself. Who the fuck would adopt you?
Mummy, can I eat this biscuit? I dropped it on the floor.
No, darling, it's dirty. It might have germs on it and it will make you sick.
How do you know that?
Us mums just know this stuff.
Do you have to take a mummy test?
Yeah.
So the ones that don't pass, do they become dads?
Peg, did Jefferson call?
No, Al. And guess what Friday is?
Oh, Peg, you know I hate when you do this. I hate when you do anything, but especially this.
It's my birthday. You know what that means.
Okay, Peg, get a blanket, I'll get a big uns, and I'll meet you behind the furnace.
Not sex, Al.
Okay, but I offered, and that counts for one.
I want to go on a date.
Fine, go.
With you. It's my birthday, and I want dinner, dancing, and a show.
Okay, I'll go, but only because I'll be getting some.
Ooh, wow.
Some dinner.
And my wife will start to sing her sentences when she's angry. That's fucking weird. You say you're going to do something, she'll go, I wouldn't if I were you. You ever tried singing back? Why the fuck not? Turns into a couple of opera singers having a go at each other in the kitchen. You know, I'm just saying that's yeah, I'm just fucking asking.
Right, babe, I'm off my run. I'll see you in a bit.
Babe, you know they say lovemaking burns as many calories as a 5-mile run.
Who do you know that can run 5 miles in 30 seconds?
You're at the garage at the petrol pump. You know, if you're waiting for somebody, you're sitting in your car going, come on, mate, you got your petrol. What's the fucking hold up? Come on, come on. Oh, but if somebody's waiting for you, different story. You know, you're on your way back to your car going, fucking all right, all right. Plenty of time. Oh, no, there was something in the shop I wanted to look at.